I'm going to be recording a lot, so it seems to be cutting out bits, so apologies if I've cut out bits in episodes. That's not me, that's just the way my video is working for some reason. Anyway, so I said we one day we would do at Fred and George's shop, and lo and behold, this is where we are.
Look at these, Ron.
Right then, so for Ron you will need to go ahead and collect some stink pellets. I think these are the stink pellets? No, those are the dung bombs. But yeah guys, I hope you've had a wonderful day. I do believe this episode will be going up on Friday.
Tell you what, we'll set you a challenge. See these things? If you lob a stink pellet into them just right, they'll tip over. And if you can get all 20 of them around the school, we'll give you an extremely rare collector's card.
So yeah, basically, despite the fact that the twins just did that one, you do need to do it again, and you need 20 of these, but you can only carry 10 at a time, apparently. I think at least, so yeah, there's one. There are plenty more to do though, so we'll get down to it.
We're sure these things will be of interest to you, Harry.
Unfortunately, Harry doesn't actually have anything, like, special that he can collect.
How much is this card? 100 Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
How many do I even have? I like it how in the second game it would tell us what we have here. We have 75 beans. Right, which means that...
How much is this card? 100
wow.
Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
Are you guys serious? Right, okay.
Have a look at these, Ron.
Let's see, what else can we
Neville
run?
needs us.
Why can't we ask Fred and George to come in house?
How much is this vial of Wiggenwell potion?
We'll probably do with this.
20 Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
I'm actually going to get some for
Here are
Ron.
some things that may interest you, Ron.
Because we will need
Fred,
this.
What's a vial of Wiggenwell potion cost? 20 Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
I did actually manage to get some on my way down. Because I was searching bookcases. So you see we now have two. I'm going to get another one. And Harry also has one apparently. I didn't know that. You can switch characters in the menu, which you can actually do. I thought you could at least. Oh yeah, you have to wait for the game to allow you to switch characters. Before you can actually switch characters in the menu, of course. So Harry has one, and I'm gonna get another one for Harry. So yeah, are you guys having a nice day? I certainly am.
How much is this vial of Wiggenwell potion?
I'm still rather poorly.
20 Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
You might want to hear it in my voice, but I've got a bit of a cold.
It's always good to keep some Wiggenwell handy.
But yeah, so...
Here are some things that may interest you, Ron.
So,
we really should be helping Neville.
Yeah, so if you want to bring Hermione here at some point, there's like a laces thing, I think. Yeah, there you go. If you put laces around that, you'll get a wizard card. Obviously, you can't really go back into here. Well, you can. If you want to, you can go back into there.
Look at these, Ron.
But it's not at any point at the current moment in time, because we don't actually have anyone to, we don't have Hermione, so we can't go in there again.
Neville studies classrooms on the 5th floor.
Yeah, Harry, and we're doing some shopping. Wait. Oh look, don't collect that potion. Harry, collect the potion.
What do you think of these things?
Let me check, how many potions does Harry have now? Harry has 3 potions. And how many beans do we have?
Things that may interest you, Ron.
So I think, well, if we go ahead and get some more beans from here, we can get Ron a 3rd potion as well. 22 out of 50. 250. Yeah, so I think I mentioned this in an earlier episode, but there are no beanbags in this game.
What's a vial of Wiggenwell potion cost? 20 Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
Bye, please.
It's always good to keep some Wiggenwell handy.
Bye, boys. Okay, so those stink pellet things, I was talking about them to myself when I was walking to this part, but sorry guys, it's 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm trying to oh yes, secret. Over here you'll see that there's a green spot. Rub on and you should be able to get in. In here is a collector's card, I believe. Or it's either that or a fully uploaded page. Let's have a bit of a look, shall we? It's a card. And that card is...
We really should be going.
I don't actually know what card it is. It's kind of good that the game doesn't flash it up every time, but it's kind of annoying at the same time. Fully universe cards. I think it was a witch's card. It would have been this one, Matrix Blossom. Although Toadstool's Tales. sounds like a kid's book, I think it was. Back. So we now have 2 Betty Bots and flavor beans. So you can now get back into the East Wing, which if you remember where last night we had to watch out for Snape. Because there is one of these things in here. This is also where I was getting a load of beans from before. There's actually some of these I think in the Muggle Studies area, so if you don't get these then you just basically can't proceed.
Neville needs us.
So yeah. The whole thing about that is there's no cutscene and all of this stays exactly as it is. Oh yeah, and books were bound now, so be careful because the books will come out of their shelves, just be careful of that. My advice though, just to run straight through really. And you can always come back to it. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. I'm only just starting my day, so obviously can't really say I'm having a wonderful day. Oh yes, here's another one of those stink pellet things for if we can get down to the no, we can't get down to the can't get down any further, but there's one right by the ground floor when you get a chance, which will probably be after we save Neville. Okay, so I'm gonna very quickly, I should have changed Ron's spells out there because there is, believe it or not, a duel coming up. Once again, a mechanic that the game likes to make use of, but to be honest, I quite enjoy the duels, so you can't really complain.
Did you see it? Potter and Weasley.
The duels are so much better in this game than they were in the first. Right, I'm just going to switch to Ron. I'm pretty sure he will cast Expelliarmus without me having to do that, but I'm just going to switch to oh yes, this is what happens if they fire the purple pumpkin spell at you, the orange one, so just be wary, that's what happens. The easiest way to kill these guys, and get rid of them, is just simply to, oh, are you serious? Are you serious right now? You can cast Expelliarmus and basically switch that they have to have the pumpkin on their head. Yeah.
I'm not feeling too good.
Yes, Ron, we know. No, my girls. Get him, Ron. Get him. Good boy.
Go on, clear off, Malfoy.
And believe it or not, they will disappear.
Yeah, but we've still got to save Neville.
Yeah, so how are they going to get downstairs? Because you can't, because the staircase is blocked. Right then, so if you're ready to proceed, you can't go. Just be aware once you come into here, you can't come back out, so don't even think about it. And there was obviously a reason why I got the Wigan Well potion. As you can see, that did really deteriorate my health. Just don't, you can break these if you want to try and get some stuff, but just don't break the ones with the dung mums in. You'll live to regret it. But I'm going to give Harry some Wigan Well before we carry on. And you know the reason why I brought extra. Right. Harry, take one. Ron, don't steal it from him. And, sorry guys, give me 1 second. My cat's attacking something. What have you got? Can I wash what this is? I will take that, thank you. I'm not entirely sure where you got that from. Oh yeah, good thing about Wigan Well potion. It fills up your health entirely. So there's no reason to panic about like needing more. Because Wigan Well potion fills up your health entirely. So you want to take some more Wigan Well for Ron. Ron is your main character tonight. We need some Dungbot, Expelliarmus. Collect, by the way, remember to collect everything you can. Because I'm not entirely sure whether you can actually come back here. So I'm just going to say collect everything that you possibly can. Don't miss anything. Because I don't think, like I say, you can come back here. Which is why I made such a big deal about going to get the going to Fred and George's shop before this. So we now just got to find the Naruto page, and I believe that's just a page on ghouls, which is kind of helpful considering the fact what we're about to do. Trying to help Neville, save Neville from the ghouls. This chest I can never work out how to open. I don't actually know how you're supposed to open it, but so when musical instruments rebel, we basically just need to do is cast a Pendo at them. Don't let them take too much out of view, because let's see, if they do, you need to check in the vial of Wigan Well, then I really don't have to do that. There we go, they're gone. I'm just going to quickly check, is this chest now openable? No, I'm not entirely sure what you're supposed to do in order to get it to work, but... Oh, there's a chest here though, so you can look in this chest. I think this one has a wizard card in it. Oh no, another photo page. That one might be the ghoul, isn't it? Let me have a quick look. I'm really quite curious now. Because I thought the first one was the ghoul, but it might not have been. It's a bit weird to find a photo page in the... There's a ghoul. Oh, and it's a hinky punk. Yeah, the other enemy you'll face tonight. Pretty weird how those types of mobs are in the... enemies are in the Muggle Studies floor, but okay, I'm not saying anything. Just gonna search this bookcase. I really don't know how to unlock that chest, but I know you can come back here like slightly later on in the game, but it's not any further. So actually no, I think you can go, but you just can't go up to the bit where Ron goes in future. So just be aware of that. Oh dear. Oh no. What are we gonna do? Right. Really simple. Come over to this with Ron. You won't need a spell on your thing. Just search this box. And Ron, being the idiot that he is, will get thrown up. And will land quite painlessly up there.
I'm alright.
Since when did Harry get so close to the ghoul? Sorry about that. I think my game has just been cut off, but yeah, so basically, while you're in this room, you'll hear Harry talking to you, despite like how... Do you understand what I'm saying? You'll hear... So yeah, you'll hear Harry talking to you, and you can keep trying to propaganda these robots, and just try as hard as you can, really. I'm trying to, Neville, but it really doesn't help when you start screaming at me. Let's check. I don't know there is, but you really have to be careful because there's no going back in this level. Oh, this is the room I absolutely hate.
There's got to be something in here I can use.
Where's that spell book? There's a spell book in here somewhere. Oh, you might want to just turn this now. It needs to be turned so it can see the crystal. Which you will light. I think the crystal's somewhere over there. You see that spell book over there? We're going to be using that in a moment. Stop here. I think that's where you want to leave it. Yep, I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't.
A spell book?
Yep, this is Lumos Duo, and of course, Ron is just as clumsy as he always is. In just a moment, and he will go ahead. The fireworks will be knocked off. One will go up there, and smash the Hinky Punk cage. Now, I remember when I first played this game, or the first couple of times I played this, I used to hate Hinky Punks, and I mean hate them. They are by far one of the most annoying enemies this game tries to throw you. So just be prepared for annoyingly difficult enemies. Because these enemies, they're really quite simple to kill if you're quick enough. You know, I've just basically killed them all. Oh, still another one here. How are you doing? Don't mind me, just gonna tell you into stone.
Oh no, there's more.
And yep, there's more. Big surprise, shock horror. There's more. And these guys are a bit more vicious, they won't let you turn them in. There you go, now just look at this guy. Get this guy with Lumos Duo. They seem to be, I'm not gonna try and jinx it, they seem to be leaving me alone quite a lot. Basically, if you're quick enough, 2 charges of Offender should deal with them. So yeah, no, come on. Don't kill me. If I get attacked again, I'm going to drink some Wigan World. Because I do not want to die. Hello. And now they're gone. That was easy enough, but I remember when I first played this game, sorry, I didn't mean to move the camera so shockingly. Yeah, Lumos Duo, the game basically doesn't allow you to work this out for yourself. The game only just tells you it. And because I've placed the mirror in the right place, the gate will open automatically. Because I've already put the mirror in the right place. And you get put by the mirror because that's where you'd be normally put. That's where you'd be if you would have done the mirror the other way, but the game makers evidently didn't just code it in a way where if you do it the other way, then I don't know. But you can move the mirror beforehand, like I did, as you saw. You will need to do more duo, but you can also do with Expelliarmus, but you will definitely need Flipendo, so definitely do not take Flipendo off of your spells. And also just make sure you've got everything you want in here, not there as much you would want in here. Just make sure you've got everything, because when you come through here, the gate will close, so you can't go back in there. So yeah, don't even think about trying, because the gate is officially closed. The light is still shining on it, but you've basically triggered the spatial trigger now. Like I say, get all chests. Do not leave any chests, because you are not able to do this again. And I'm so annoyed now that I drank one of my potions, because now I realise I could have just used that. Okay. These toys are really quite annoying, but they are really the big kind of boss in this level. Hello Neville, how you doing? Surely we could just try and get Neville up here and then just try and proceed with him, but... Okay, so now we can move on to the next part, which is coming up to the boss battle now. I think we're going to need, no we won't, we don't need Expelliarmus, but it's nice, it's good to have it. You won't recognise this place, because this is where you'll get to if you go for that crawl space with Hermione. This is where you'll end up, in this little room. Hermione will end up at least. Anyway, so time for the boss battle of this night. It's not the ghoul.
We need your help down here. Okay.
It's this robot. One of the easier boss battles, but still one of the more difficult ones. So basically all you want to do is target the robot, let him spin like that. When he spins, he's about to fire rockets, so just watch his rockets and Flipendo him. Like I said, remember how I said to you about the Glacier Spell Challenge monster? About how they all have 3 main set layers? This one has 5, I think, so just be prepared for that. Because not all enemies have the same amount of health. Well, yeah, like I said, I think this guy has 5. So, yeah, you might have noticed there's a ball on the train. That will come into use later. So just don't worry about that. Get out of its way. And once again, just fire again as soon as you can. So, there you go. Now the robot is dead. And the game will show us this cutscene to show that the robot is dead. Because, yeah. We'll get this cutscene which will divert that head will divert the train, force the train to pull in here and stop. And of course, what's inside of the train? The crystal ball. Well, yeah. Just make sure you like this before you jump down. Although I do think you can get back up. Oh yes, chest. No, ignore me. That's not a chest, Joe. That is definitely not a chest. Shine the crystal ball on there, and you will end up with that. Climb down. Like I said, I think you can get back up there. Yeah, so if you do need to, you can get back up there. That should open the cage, and you want to go out at the ghoul and use Lumos to push him into the cage. It's really quite simple how to beat this. This night mission is can be really quite quick to defeat if you're good enough. You can actually defeat this night mission quite quickly. Okay, I've just done that fairly quickly at least.
Now leave my friends alone. Okay, let's get back to the
Yeah, that sounds really starting to annoy me. So yeah, let's get back to the common room. Careful, Neville. I'm sure he would have taken some damage from jumping from there. Now, obviously you can't play as Neville, but I think that would be a cool thing they can add if you can actually play as Neville here. Well, I wonder what spells would Neville have? Right then. You can still hear that sound. And it's really starting to annoy me. But I think the game's just cut it out, which is good. Is that chest open? No. If you guys do know how to open that chest, let me know down in the comments, will you please? Because that would be greatly appreciated.
Can we go back now, please?
Thank you. Thank you, Neville. Stop complaining. But yeah, there is this thing that you need Hermione to get through. I don't think that Neville can do it, but then again, you can't control Neville, so.
Can't we go back to the common room now? Over here, Ron.
Do you need any help? Oh, there's a chocolate. I was going to say, because there's a chocolate frog running around. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to get some help. Come on, Neville, let's go back to the common room. And the grand staircase door is now magically unlocked. But something you might have noticed, why do we need to go back to the common room? Yes, I know that the game will take us back there anyway, but why do we need to go back there? Why is that one of our tasks? Why can't we just go and explore? Because if we look at our task menu, you'll see it says, this is the quest, sorry, tasks, return to the Gryffindor common room. Normally the game wouldn't make us do this, but yeah, you can't go any lower than the 3rd floor again, and the 4th floor is locked. So is the 6th. You have to, oh, hello. Ron, I need you. I thought there was one, yeah? There's a lot of these. They're quite hidden. And there's also one, I think, by just on the oh, no, don't waste them. Great, I just wasted one. That's great. Loading screen, loading screen, loading screen. I think there was one in here that one couldn't do. I think it might have been the Fat Lady's corridor. But what's going on? Why do we have to go back there? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Why is everyone outside of the common room?
You'll be lucky. What do you mean, Beeves? Ashamed, your headship, sir. Doesn't want to be seen. So I ran into the landscape on the 4th floor. Crying something dreadful.
Oh dear.
Poor thing.
And if you don't know the story, then while you're watching this, but if you do know the story, you'll know what it's about to say.
Nasty temper he's got, that Sirius Black.
Dear, oh dear. And now we get Sir Cadogan, who is as pompous and as arrogant as ever.
And to that effect, Sir Cadogan
It's a small
is
house.
standing in for the fat lady. Now, I know you're all still very worked up about what's happened, but my advice would be for you all to go to bed.
Okay, now she says that, but we're going to do the exact opposite. We're going to go and do some exploring. Because that's what I want to do, and the game can't stop me. Because the game is actually going to allow you to explore now. So, I'm going to do a time-lapse video in a minute, and just basically time-lapse me. Oh no, I'm not. I could do that though. I might time-lapse like me getting all the statues and everything. Ron, I need you. You see now that we've got Sir Cadogan here. Right, so how many beans do we have, by the way, boys? Not many, do we? Let's see. What's our bean count looking like? Oh, I don't actually need beans for the thing Hermione needs. Anyway, guys, so I'll meet you at Friend and George's shop at the start of the next episode. Today we've done pretty well. In about 20 minutes, we cleared the night mission. I'm quite pleased with that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye, guys.